For this young Canadian, a trip to China is exciting. A chance to see relatives and the sights.
The Great Wall of China.
Because his mom holds a Chinese passport, she isn't worried about the trip. But she says adult Canadian citizens might have more to worry about.
I will be worried about if he's over 18. So I would like to stay here, wait until the problem gets solved.
While it's largely business as usual for tourists, some suggest caution, in particular for those working for non-governmental organizations.
I think maybe I'd want to take a check on that, verify the status of my NGO in China and ensure that everything is above board. Why take unnecessary risks at this point?
I think there's always a risk travel to China.
This human rights activist says anyone agitating for political freedoms, Tibet, or religious rights could end up in trouble. More so now when tensions are high.
Chinese government is not predictable because they not follow the rules.
For others, the fear is losing out on the money Chinese tourists spend in Canada. This company has about 1,000 Chinese visitors coming to see the Northern Lights this winter, about 50% more than last year.
Our main concern is for Canada right now because Chinese market is contributing a lot to our economy.
In another sign of China's long reach, some Canadian academics declined our interview request, saying they're afraid of jeopardizing their access to China. One Canadian entrepreneur I spoke with in Beijing said all this is making it tougher to do business with Chinese partners. He says as a gesture, he's considering trading in his phone for one made by Huawei, a symbol that he's committed to continued cooperation. Greg Rasmussen, CBC News, Vancouver.
The travel business might not be the only one affected by all this. News today from one of Canada's biggest clothing brands. Popular winter clothing company Canada Goose was supposed to open its new flagship store in Beijing tomorrow, but that has been delayed, the company says, due to construction reasons, which might be so, but Chinese social media users have been threatening to protest the event. They've also been busy calling for a nationwide Canada Goose boycott. The company's stock has dropped about 20% since Meng Wanzhou was arrested. A new date for the Beijing store opening has not yet been announced.